Hey there, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's been on everyone's minds, the ongoing debate about the differences between men and women and the double standards that come with it. I'd like to hear your thoughts on this topic, so please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get started.
Like, if you a struggling guy, you broke. But if you a struggling woman, you strong and independent. Now, if a guy going on double dates and so forth, oh, he's cheating. Now, if a woman going double dates, oh, her options is just open. When a lady break up with a man, oh, she deserved better. But when a man break up, oh, he wasted her time. Huh? When a guy is rude, he's toxic. But when a lady is rude, it's mood swings. Be a plus size guy, they gonna call you fat, Biggie Smalls, all types of shit. Now, if you a plus size woman, oh, you just chubby, little chunks. Like, Woman set standards, oh, that's just preference. A man set standards, oh, he's a narcissist. What? Make it make sense. This is some delusional feminist. Like, I don't get it. Really feel for y'all men, because it's like y'all can't have nothing. Like, and I'm a woman saying this. Like, I feel y'all. Like, I really feel y'all on this one. Like, this is like, what?
And what's your feeling about if a woman cheats on you in a marriage? What should you do?
Leave. I think it's a double standard. And I hate double standards. I hate them with a passion. This is one where I'm a hypocrite. I'm a hypocrite. Because this is one, I think there's a double standard. If a guy cheats and the female takes him back, I think it could still work. If a female cheats and the man takes her back, it's never going to work. What do you think about that?
Oh, you're gonna have to explain.
But that's just the double standard. It says she will never, ever respect you again.
I could slap up a nigga, nobody in the street, nobody gonna look at me crazy.
Yeah.
You know, you slap me, yeah, it's going.
When I raise my hand,
You're going to jail.
Yeah.
So because we're aware of this double standard, men walk away. Try your best to walk away. And I'm not saying that there's not women that's not provoking. Yes, like I've seen women do crazy, like girl, like you, yeah, she deserves to get the slap. She deserve it. But it's a double standard, especially for black men. You're going to jail. I personally know people that like he didn't even put hands on her. Shorty's calling the cops and he got arrested. Yeah, just walk away.
You would agree that women have fought for equal rights, right?
Yeah.
Then with equal rights come equal lefts. 'Cause like, I think honestly, and I don't condone violence against women. I think the reason women feel so comfortable hitting men is because they know that there's no ramification. I honestly think if enough women get hit, they go on second guess. Like, all right, let me just keep my hands to myself.
The public's idea is that the man failed in some type of way. Even if she cheated, he probably wasn't paying attention to her. He wasn't attentive. He might have cheated first. The immediate assumption is he deserves it, or he didn't provide an environment for her to be her best, most optimal self. But the reverse is not the case. If he cheated, it's because he's a shitty individual, point blank period.
Yeah.
There's no thought of where she failed or how she wasn't accommodating of him or how whatever the case may be. So it's almost like the only human in a relationship is the woman.
Yeah.
The only person who's deserving of
Sympathize.
consideration or sympathy is the woman. And I think that's part of the reason why a lot of dudes check out. Because not only do women not think we should have standards, we don't think we should have standards. We don't think we should have we blame ourselves. If her pussy not wet, it's my fault. If my dick don't get hard, it's my fault.
Without a doubt. That's true. You want me to listen to you, but you don't want to listen to me.
But it's still your fault.
It's still
though.
your fault.
You didn't
Yeah.
create an environment for her to be attentive.
Exactly.
And this, and that.
I know a lot of you guys are gonna get mad at me for saying this, but some of you need to hear this. Some of you guys be getting mad at your husband because they support their moms or their dads, like either financially, they help them out, you know, they're just there for their parents. And you guys have this idea of like, you're a man, you're supposed to let go of your parents, like you should, you know, prioritize your wife and let go of your parents. How about you girls let go of your parents? How about you let go of your mom? Because I know of a lot of you girls who expect your partner to financially support your mom too. Like, oh, we gotta help out my mom because my mom needs it, because my mom's alone, because my mom this, because my mom this, or my dad needs help with this, or my siblings need help with this, and we gotta help them. But when it comes to your husband's side, no. Like, you're not supposed to help your parents because you're a man and I should be your priority. You know, I think we've all struggled with like separating ourselves into our own family from our family. And trust me, I've been through it too, where I've had to realize that my husband, like I need to consult my husband before I just make decisions for myself when it comes to my family. Okay, yes, they're my family. Yes, it's my mom. But there's times where, like, it's not just me and my mom. It's my family first, okay? Like, is it gonna affect my family? Can I? Should I? Like, is it okay? Is it not? Like, I cannot just like, oh yes, mom. You know what I mean? Like, I need to talk to my husband. You know, just like you guys want to be included with that kind of shit, and you guys would get mad if your husband was to just give their mom stuff and not tell you. It goes both ways. Because I know a lot of you guys too, like, you guys spend a shitload of money on your moms. You guys be going out with your moms. You guys be spoiling your moms because that's your mom. But if your husband was to do it, it's a fucking problem. So if you want to throw that card of like, you're a man, you shouldn't be all up in your mom, you shouldn't be helping out your mom. To me, again, it goes both ways. You're a grown-ass woman. You're a mom. Yes, we all love our mommy, but let it go. Let it go. Prioritize your husband. Don't be like making financial decisions without your husband when it comes to your family. And don't expect your husband to just have to help your family if you're not willing to do the same shit for his family. Okay? And yes, I get it. There's some family that are toxic, that don't deserve it. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just a basic, you know, regular family. Don't do that shit. Don't fucking come with your double standards and then get all mad when other people do it, because that's not how it works.
The niggas probably finna eat me up in the comments, but I really don't give a fuck. I don't make content for y'all. I make content for the bitches. But anywho, so that double standard shit be so fucking real, and I was just a living witness of the shit. So when a nigga like you, he don't give a fuck what the fuck you doing for work. He don't give a fuck if you're stripping, working at Popeyes, McDonald's, any fast food restaurant, any retail store. If a nigga think you look good, you know, you're cool, bitch, he fucking with it. He fucking with that. But as for us, for women, baby, we basing a nigga off how he dressing, what he doing for work, all of that. So, anywho, let me get to my story. So I was just in Chipotle. It was this fine ass nigga up in there, and he made my bowl. The motherfucker was tall, dark, handsome. Nigga looked Indian, bitch. Had nice ass hair, pretty ass facial structure. Like, the nigga looked like he could have been a motherfucking model. But the nigga was working at Chipotle. So I was like, damn. I don't know if the nigga in school, like, he working at Chipotle. But that just goes to show how the double standards be. But let it been a fine ass bitch that was working up in there. There was a nigga up in there getting him a bowl of shit. He would have still hollered. But women, I don't know. That double standard shit be crazy as hell.
It's an evil world we live in.
Some double standards that men face that women can't quite comprehend. If a man cries or shows any type of uncomfortable emotions, he will get laughed at not only by women, but by men as well. Here's one that I heard recently. A bunch of women were approaching a man who was at a playground, and they said, "Oh, so you're playing Mr. Mom today?" And he is the stay-at-home dad. And I hear this one quite often, that if he doesn't want to get it on, that there's something wrong with him, or there's something wrong with their relationship. But if she doesn't want to get it on, she's just not in the mood, or she's tired. Men aren't always seething with hormones, ladies.
If you found out he was a virgin, had no experience with women whatsoever, he goes down a couple points instantly. If he finds out you only had 1 or 2 boyfriends, oh my gosh, I got to get her off the market immediately. You don't want to know, listen, you don't want to know the number, but you're paying attention to certain things and knows, oh, he has a few exes. He has some women that are his girlfriends that he's cool and comfortable with. He's very comfortable around women. He's very charismatic. That only comes with practice.
For sure.
That only comes with experience.
Okay, cooking dinner is when I get my best thoughts, and I think that there's something to say about that. But let me be the one to say this. If you are the type of woman who says he can make his own sandwich, he's fully capable of making dinner for himself, he can pack his own lunch, then I am going to guess that you're either single or you're struggling in your relationship or marriage. Why I say this is because men love, hold on, I get in trouble for generalizations. By and large, men love women who do acts of service, and women, by and large, love men who provide for them and love them and protect them. So like when I post a cooking video or whatever, or like making my husband breakfast in the mornings, I'll get comments like that from other women. And could you imagine if my husband posted like a video of him working And all of the men in the comments were like, your wife is fully capable of providing for herself. Why isn't she at work? Why isn't she providing for the family financially? People would go ballistic. People would go insane. Women would go ballistic. They would not like that. So it's funny, like when the roles get flipped and a woman's cooking for her husband, how it just sets women off. They can't stand it. But then, generally speaking, these women want men to pay for the first dates. They want these men to buy them things. They want these men to do the sidewalk rule. But they don't want to cook for these men, and they say that these men can just pack their own lunches. Yes, there are other things besides cooking that you can do to serve your husband. And yes, there are other things that he does besides working to show his love for you, but just make him the sandwich.
I don't like double standards. I don't even know why double standards are a thing. Like, why do double standards exist, and where did the term double standards even come from? Like, why is it okay for one side to do one thing, but if the other side does the same exact thing that one side did, it's a problem. For example, a woman can hit a man, but if a man hits a woman back out of self-defense, oh, he's a woman beater. But she hit him first, but he's the problem if he defends himself? Like, what? Or like if a man has a high body count, he's a king and he's praised for it. But if a woman has a high body count, oh, she's for the streets. But it's like y'all both fucking around with different people, so y'all both for the streets. And a lot of people preach about equality on this app for both genders, but that seems to be non-existent at this point because of double standards. It's so unfair for one side, but it's okay for the other side. Make it make sense on that. Another one is like if a woman says she got SA'd, 9 times out of 10 people are going to believe her. But if a man says he got SA'd, it's always like men can get SA'd, or it's like they wanted it. What? Anybody can get SA'd. Even animals can get SA'd. That's probably the worst double standard I've ever heard in my life. But I don't know who created double standards, but yeah, double standards are dumb, and yeah, I don't like them.
Why is masculinity bad when men do it, but good when women do it? If a guy raises his voice, he's losing his cool, especially if he does it to women. If a woman raises her voice, she's a boss babe with attitude, especially if she does it to men. If a guy puts his foot down, he's aggressive and dangerous. If a woman puts her foot down, she's strong and slaying. If a guy wants to hit the gym hard, he must be compensating for something. If a woman hits the gym hard, she's just staying in shape. This is where feminists completely lose the thread. If you're gonna hate masculinity, you should at least try to not be the thing you hate. Then again, logic isn't exactly the calling card of feminism. Next thing you know, beards will be outlawed for men and encouraged for women.
Really? You put an empty sauce bottle in the fridge? What am I gonna do with that?
Follow me. I need to show you something. Really? You left the car in E again? What am I gonna do with that?
Really? You couldn't have just put it in the hamper?
Come here. I want to show you something. Really? You can't just put the cardboard in the recycling bin?
What is this? I just cleaned the sink.
What?
Your hair, it's all over.
How about we take a look at the shower?
If there is one thing I know about men, it is that double standards are one of the #1 things that drives them crazy. Because good men do so many things that go unnoticed. So when there's just one thing that she does all the time that he does once and it's made into a big deal, it makes him feel like what he's willing to do for her is not reciprocated.
So I actually think politically, women have shown that they have a lot more power than men have. And I'm talking about just in terms of political movements. The most recent I can think of is the Me Too movement, right? If a bunch of women get together and complain about a man and refer to the patriarchy and scream, generally speaking, and let me know if you agree, the media will celebrate that. If a bunch of men got together and were shrieking and speaking about women, generally speaking, the media would call them all white supremacists and say that we had a misogyny problem and that things were really wrong in society.
Women tell me this isn't a double standard, and I'm telling you, I would drop my woman so fast if I had one if she was making comments in somebody else's video like the ones I'm seeing here. Okay, it was pointed out by a woman, I'm not sure what her name was, but she talked about this Riley Green video. And this dude's on there, I don't know if he's singing, hanging out with his wife, whatever he's doing, and you women are thirsting over him. Not only are you doing the normal things that dudes do sometimes, which is tell him he's gorgeous, all of these things, but I mean, you were saying the things I would do to him, and one of them's married. I hope my husband doesn't find out. I saw a bunch of them that were in long-term relationships. Oh, it's okay, this is my one hall pass, my husband knows about it. And you're talking about this stuff like that like crazy. But if a guy comes on a video of a woman and says you're beautiful, okay, you all put him on the terrorist watch list. He can't even fly across the country anymore because you all put him on that. Oh, he's a creep, he's a walking red flag. But you would do it like crazy, and when you get called out, not just called out by dudes, but you're being called out by other women on there saying this is absolutely wrong. You're married. Respect your marriage. Respect your husband. You get called out and you say, I'm just appreciating the male form. I'm just appreciating this man. I just am saying that he's attractive. It's okay for me to do that. Oh, I have a whole pass with this dude. You're just making all kinds of double standards. I don't mind if you want to say that crap, if you want to do that crap, and if you and your husband have that kind of relationship. But you cannot not have that kind of relationship, bitch about your husband or boyfriend doing that stuff all the time, and then turn around and do it yourself. That is a complete double standard. Men, you shouldn't be doing it either, okay? But I'm talking about the women here in this video making comments about what they want to do to this dude. Make your comments all day long, but don't have the double standard. That is completely unfair.
One double standard that I will always appreciate is that men can never make fun of women the same way that women can make fun of men. This filter specifically being what I'm talking about. Men, we can make endless jokes about you. You cannot do the same. What are you gonna do? Call me ugly? Ooh, that really hurt. What are you gonna do?
It's so funny because y'all make jokes like this, like men could never, but the bottom line is that when men insult women, they mean it, and they're not joking. So if they call you fat, it's because they mean it. If they call you ugly, it's because they mean it. If they don't want to date you, they're not just saying it just to say it. It's because they don't want you. So that's the difference between men and women. So y'all can make all these jokes and say like, oh, they have the same 5 insults. Oh my God, they don't want to date me. So what? Okay, but additionally, if I'm going to extend this topic, there's a reason why filters and all this bullshit and Instagram models exist, and it's for men. So y'all can make all the jokes you want, but the majority of women seek the male gaze, whether you want to admit it or not. Okay, bye.